Hey everybody, welcome back to TechOdyssey. Today I'm here with the Samsung Galaxy Note 20 Ultra, the latest and greatest flagship phone from Samsung. So if you're familiar with Samsung, you know earlier in the year they come out with the S model and then later on they come out with the Note. It's usually more refined, polished, it's got a more boxier frame on it. It comes with an S Pen, which is pretty handy and a lot of people really love it. And of course there's new colors. We have Mystic Bronze, Mystic Black, and Mystic White. I happen to have the Mystic Bronze version. So before we get into this unboxing and first impressions video, I do want to say if this is your first time stopping by the channel, I appreciate you being here. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like and the subscribe button and the little notification bell if you want updates when new videos come out. Now let's take a look at the Note 20 Ultra. Here we are with the Samsung Galaxy Note 20 Ultra. And the little bundle that I got with the extra credit, I got the fancy leather back cover and the Galaxy Buds Live. And of course, the big notey boy, the Note 20 Ultra 5G. I got it in Mystic Bronze. There's also the two other colors, Mystic White and Mystic Black, which to each their own, whichever one you want. And then of course the Buds Live come in different colors as well. I went with the black ones, because they shipped the fastest. I mean, I didn't really care what color. The bronze ones had and the white ones had a much longer ship date. So, got my handy dandy unboxing tool here. The same cool knife I've been using for the last 10 years that I got while I was in the military. I still use it to this day. It works great for opening boxes. Use whatever you need to. Just make sure you're careful and safe when you do it. And then store it away. And now we can pop the top off the box. And you can see the Note 20 Ultra in all of its glory. Gigantic 6.9-inch screen. It's an OLED panel. It does have 120 hertz refresh rate if you have it on 1080p. Also supports Quad HD Plus at 60 hertz. There's the three cameras on the back. It looks really nice. And as people have been saying, the camera bump is a little bit more substantial than it is on the S20 Ultra, but fret not. When you put it in a case, it doesn't stick out, so you don't have to worry about it. This color does look really nice. Depending on the kind of lighting that you have, it can have a little bit of like a pinkish hue to it, but mostly it kind of bounces between like a brushed bronze and a copper look. We have the S Pen down on the bottom, which of course they move to the bottom left. If you're a longtime Note user, this is probably going to throw you off a little bit. If you're somebody like me who very seldom uses the S Pen, it's probably not going to be that big of a deal. All you have to do is just remove it from the left side. Sharp looking phone. I do think it looks nice. It's very well balanced. It feels super premium. It does not feel plasticky. It doesn't feel cheap. And of course, this one is not like the regular Note 20. It has actual glass and metal and all that stuff on the back. It doesn't have plastic. So go ahead and fire this up, set it off to the side so we can see what else is or isn't inside the box. The latest generation of Samsung phones have been a little bit of a disappointment. There's not going to be a lot in here. We've got the fancy charging brick here, which has plenty of power to get you going. It is 5 volt 3 amp. It will get you recharged quick, fast, and in a hurry. No problems there. You have a 4500 milliamp battery. I opened this box expecting there to be S Pen tips, and there was nothing in there. It was just sheer emptiness and disappointment. So screw that box. Now inside this box we have the charging cable, which is a USB-C to USB Type-C, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I did open this. There was no case in there. There's no screen protector. Why they need that box for these couple little pieces of paper that nobody's actually going to read, I don't know. And then you have your SIM ejector tool. So it's kind of a point of contention with me. You can see here there is a film on the phone, but this is just a protective cover piece of plastic. It pulls off just like the one on the back. It is not a screen protector. It is not designed to stay on there, which is very frustrating because I paid so much money for this phone. I would expect it to be on there, just like it was with the S20 Ultra, just like it was with the S10 and the Note 10, so on, etc., ad nauseum et al. So that I'm not crazy about because the overseas model, it has an Exynos processor, but it does come with those things. But apparently you can reach out to Samsung and ask them, and they'll send you a pair of earbuds and the USB adapter. But that's not really written anywhere. I'll have to look into that. I did get this authentic leather case because they gave me the trade-in credit, which was cool. I got like $400 for my iPhone 8 Plus, which I thought was fair. and they max out at $650 trade-in credit, and then I reserved it pre-ordered, so they gave me an extra $200. I spent that on the Buds Live, and I also got this case because there wasn't really anything else worth getting. And recently I had the leather case from my Z Flip, which I absolutely love, so I thought I'd try this out. And surprisingly, or not surprisingly rather, it is really nice. The leather feels good, feels quality, nice and soft. But the only problem I had is that it does seem to pop off the corners fairly easily, but it does give you that recessed protection for the cameras there, so it won't scratch them up. So, I mean, you got that going for you, which is good, but it may not necessarily be the best case ever. And as you can see here, that little plastic film comes right off. It is not protective, it's just extra protection for the transportation to make sure that it gets to you without any scratches on it. So, yeah. Hey everybody, I decided to go outside and give it a whirl with this one and try something different. So first impressions on the Samsung Galaxy Note 20 Ultra, pretty darn good. The microphone's good, sound quality is good, speaker sound, all that great stuff. You get the 3 cameras on the back, which is great. 108 megapixel camera, which is fantastic. There are some major improvements on this phone because it has that laser autofocus, so it kind of fixes some of the crazy autofocus issues that you run into with the S20 Ultra, which is a good phone. I've been using it for a while. What you get here, 128 gigabytes of storage, 12 gigabytes of RAM, $1,299. It's a bit of a spicy meatball. If you gotta ask me, this phone may not necessarily be something in the budget for everyday consumers, but gigantic screen, 6.9 inches. You've got a subtly curved edge display, beautiful AMOLED, 120 hertz refresh rate. One of the things that does irk me a little bit, of course, is the fact that you have to have it on 1080p to get 120 hertz refresh rate. If you up it to Quad HD Plus, it drops it down to 60. That's not really a problem I think that we should be having to deal with, because Samsung can't seem to give us everything. We can't get our ice cream and our cake and eat it too. So maybe one day, maybe the S30, S21, whatever they're going to call it, will fix that. But overall, I am really impressed with it so far. It works well. You get the fantastic S Pen, which is great. I used it for this when I was sitting here. Just press the button so I can start recording, and then you can press it again to make it stop. And also, you'll see here in a minute with some of the footage for the outdoor recording, testing out some of the audio with the Bluetooth earbuds, because you can use them in pro mode as a Bluetooth lapel mic, which is pretty nice. It has a nice weight and balance to it. It really does feel kind of refined and polished compared to the S20 Ultra. The S20 Ultra is a good phone, but it does feel heavier. It feels kind of more clunky, more bulky. It just doesn't have the same level of, I guess, visual and aesthetic appeal as this one does. 3 different colors. You get the Mystic White, Mystic Black, or Mystic Bronze. I went with Mystic Bronze on here. I got to tell you, in real life, you get some light on it, get some exposure. It does have a little bit of a pinkish hue to it, but it looks still it looks really good. I like it quite a bit. I got the Samsung authentic leather case with it. I do like that. It doesn't seem to fit as snugly as I would like for it to, though. The top corner has popped off just a little bit in my pocket twice, and only having this for a day. And UPS truck is fixing to drive by me and make some noise. There it goes. So, yeah, that's really it. I just wanted to take a minute and sit down, put some of my thoughts into this. It does have a 500 milliamp battery, less than the S20 Ultra. They dropped it down. So we'll see how that goes as far as real world application goes. What I'm looking for here is, as long as I can get 6 to 8 hours of screen on time, I think it's going to be all right. Because I'm a power user. I abuse my phones. I need at least 6 hours of screen on time to get through the day. And that may be more than plenty for a lot of people. And of course, having the larger battery on the S20 Ultra did spoil me a little bit, but we'll see how this works. I'm not going to give that any sort of criticism right now, just because I've only had it for a day and haven't really got to test that out. But I wanted to sit down. You saw the unboxing in the beginning. You saw in the box there's no USB adapter, there's no headphones, there's no pre-installed screen protector, which irks me more than anything, because I don't want to scratch up the screen on my $1,299 phone. There are some options out there right now. I think kind of Zag and Whitestone Dome Glass are about the only ones that I would recommend. But I'll look some more into that. Maybe a link, just check out in the description, drop down, and I might have something there. But yeah, just having a good time with it so far. Everything you could ask for in a flagship phone in 2020, but you're paying for it. Before we go, I do want to go ahead and have you look at these video samples just so you can see a little bit about what it has to offer in the camera department, and then we'll recap in a second. What we have right here is the Samsung Galaxy Note 20 Ultra live focus mode. What it does is it allows you the same thing that focus, or live focus for your pictures does. You get the bokeh effect, which is really good because it shows it on here while you're recording on the fly. This isn't like whenever you take a picture with some phones and then you get that post-processing where it looks fine, but then after you do the image processing, you get that bokeh application. This right here does it in real time while you're recording. So I happen to think that this is pretty darn impressive and a really cool feature. I think a lot of people are going to be really happy about this, and it works super smooth. It's not like it's choppy. It's not like there's any stuttering, any lag. This is real time while I'm recording right now. So I gotta say, job well done on this one, Samsung. All right, so I decided to do something a little bit different this time. Get out, go see the great outdoors, and do a test with the microphone setup on the Samsung Galaxy Note 20 Ultra. Of course, I'm able to use my S Pen here. You can start and stop the video with this, which is a really nice feature. But the thing that we're here to talk about and see today is I'm using the Samsung Galaxy Buds Live. This is a really nice feature that you can use with your Note 20 Ultra as a Bluetooth microphone lapel mic, essentially. So it only works in pro video mode, though. If you go into regular video mode, it doesn't work. And don't be surprised if it doesn't automatically work when you go into pro mode, because you have to select the option for the microphone. When you see down on the bottom, you see where you can change things like the ISO, the white balance and stuff. To the far left, there will be an option for microphone. It's set on omnidirectional from the phone. Tap on that, scroll down to Bluetooth, and then you can use these guys right here. So let's go ahead and demonstrate this. I'm going to step away from the phone, probably about 20-25 feet away now, and trying to get run over by a car while I'm out here. And you should still be able to hear me pretty much the same. I mean, because we're using a Bluetooth connection here with the Galaxy Buds Live. I need to explore a little bit more and see if other earphones will let you do that, but I know you can use them with the Galaxy Buds Live, and that's one thing that I wanted to show off because that's a really great feature, especially if you're into vlogging, outdoor video photography, and things like that, because you don't need to carry around any extra microphones or equipment. So pretty cool. Now I'm going to end the video with my handy dandy S Pen. All right, so that's all I've got, guys. Hopefully it's been helpful for you. Hopefully this is giving you some information that you're looking for regarding the phone. I know it just hit the streets today or yesterday. I got mine yesterday, and I'm enjoying it so far. But like I said, crazy expensive, but it gives you all the wonderful luxuries you could come to expect in a crazy expensive phone. So that's all I've got. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them down in the comment section. I'll get back with you. If you enjoy the video, please hit the like and the subscribe button and the little notification bell if you want updates when new videos come out. As always, thanks for being here. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you guys next time.